This first piece of tea is between a Twitter artist and Vgen. Allegedly, Vgen is withholding a crap ton of money from them. So this tweet was put out by Mare on Twitter. I don't think I'm saying their name right. Strap in, y'all, because this story actually has an update at the end. Regarding commissions on Vgen, TLDR, Vgen hasn't sent me the money for a large amount of the first 50 commissions I completed on their platform. I have had to take on work elsewhere to afford able to live. From my perspective, I cannot keep working for free, but I am willing to. Yeah, 50 is crazy. I originally started taking commissions on the platform around the end of last year, and they totally did pay me at first. I finished all my commissions back then on time with the expected quality I was promoting. But starting at the beginning of this year, so January or February, Vgen stopped passing on the money from my commissioners to my bank account. I initially reached out to the supporting sites Stripe and PayPal, but neither was able to help with it. They kept telling me things like, update your bank account info, give us your passport information, confirm business info, etc. I did as they said, updating with a new piece of information a total of 50 times over the course of a few months, all while completing commissions and not being paid for them. Some people even tipped, and I wasn't able to receive the money from any of the tips either. Thank you to those people who did though, I love you. In total from February onwards, I sent over 100 emails trying to fix this. I was told over and over that they were working on it, I'll look into this, etc. Until April 20th, I had a total breakdown from some IRL mental health issues that the stress of the situation had contributed to. I was no longer able to afford to do things like go out for dinner with my family, pay phone bills, or afford upkeep of my computer and drawing tablet, etc. After this point, I became very unwilling to work for free on Vgen when I knew I wasn't going to be able to get money from them anytime soon. I started spamming people more in charge, double emailing people, etc., but the issue still has not been solved to this day. I have been working for free on Vgen for a total of 6 months now, and it's gotten to a point where I cannot possibly justify doing it any longer. For those who commission me on the platform, I will be slowly refunding people using funds I earn off site, like through coffee or something. I'm gonna try to say this with the most grace though. I'm also curious as to why they kept taking on work if they weren't receiving money. I'm not saying it's the artist's fault at all for this, because it absolutely sucks their money's getting withheld by this platform, and it sucks that they can't receive funds for work that they've done. At least if it were for me, I would stop doing work if I wasn't getting paid for it. I'm not trying to put blame on the artist whatsoever on this. I'm just curious. Maybe they're in a situation where like this is their sole source of income, which is it's like absolutely no blame whatsoever. Mari then said, but I will also be willing to complete the commissions I've gotten on Vgen regardless of if they keep the money or not. I asked that my commissioners understand I am doing this with no compensation, so I'll be fairly slow. This has more than anything has been unfair to people who sent money to Vgen with the promise that I would complete their commission. I'm extremely apologetic for people in that situation, and I totally get the frustrations they may have. I have refunded as many people as I can currently afford to, though since I was never given the money in the first place, I am not currently able to afford to refund every single person at once. In my TOS, it states that if you ask for a refund after work in progress has been sent, then you may be blacklisted. This situation will be exempt from that. There will be no punishments given for any of my commissioners who wanted a refund from being fucked over by this. I'm more than happy to answer questions or provide any more proof needed, etc. Proof of a lot of the commissions I completed on the platform, a chunk of which I didn't receive the funds from. A lot of these commissioners were easy to work for, very loving people, not gonna lie, and really great. And that is a lot of commissions. We can look. This is from November 28, 2023, going up to April 29, 2024. So this is 50 commissions that they did between November 28, 2023 and April 29th, 2024. All of these says paid, but it's paid as in the commissioner paid Mare, not Mare received the money. So those are two separate things. Mare said some important emails shared with Stripe/Vgen and such censored info like customer names, my ID number, surname, of course, except for my given name, Annabelle. So proof, hey there, thank you for bringing your concerns to our attention. We appreciate the opportunity to investigate your complaint. Please find below Stripe's final response to your complaint submitted on June 6. Stripes has determined that your payouts are disabled by your platform and not by Stripe. We request you to directly reach out to your platform. You may use the following to reach them, and then this is Vgen support info. Here's the second screenshot. This is from somebody called Samson Luo between them and Mare with screenshots of refunds, with Mare stating that they've been refunding everybody out of their personal funds and money they've earned outside of Vgen, as Vgen has not sent them the money they earn on the platform. Please ensure the money does actually come through to me so I can actually afford to refund the people who commission me on your site, as I do not want to work for a platform that doesn't pay me. I'm so tired of working for free. Either refund the money yourself with the money my commissioners gave you, or actually send the money through to me and I'll send the refunds. And these are like screenshots of Mare refunding money to their commissioners. So here is a 39 email chain from them and Stripe support. And here is chat logs. This is conversation between Mare and Iris, and this first half is Iris, the support from Stripe, just confirming the account. Stripe says the reason the latest payouts are failing is because of this error message. Incorrect account holder address. The bank account details on file are probably incorrect. And Annabelle, or Mare confirms that the bank details are correct and that they're Australian. And the Stripe tech support Iris stated that they're going to transfer Annabelle to somebody who can take care of this and leave a note on their account about this. Mare then said, I tried getting advice from friends on talking about this publicly. This is my last Hail Mary. I don't have any idea of how to fix all of this otherwise. I tried talking with my family about it, but it's difficult to explain modern problems to 70-year-old bogans. This is Mal talking with a friend or Mare talking with a friend. They stated that it's a simple fix. My Vgen account manager
Also,
dude just has to click one bloody button. I just can't keep begging, I suppose. I even tried contacting Stripe to see if they could force a payout. Mare gave examples of commissions that they've done without compensation during this time. These commissioners were all so kind and patient with me and they were great, but it's the platform that's been stressing me out. But I was drawing for 40 hours a week without getting paid for it. These commissions are so cute. Mare's art is so pretty. Look at this. This is so pretty. I put a lot of effort to each commission, so not being paid for them really bums me out. But it was good practice, I guess. I did improve my ability, not gonna lie. And then Mare said, crazy. Anyways, let's not tag them maybe. I don't know if talking about this too much would have a negative impacts on my Vgen account in handling of the ticket or not. Hi Mare, please avoid publicly posting about an active support ticket. We've only refunded your ghosted clients yesterday and are working through getting you the remainder of the funds ASAP. And Mare said, hello, this has been an ongoing issue since February, and regardless of when you guys have made a ticket, I have not seen any hope of it being fixed soon. My ghosted clients were refunded by me, not by you. That money was earned off Vgen because you never sent me the money my commissioners paid in the first place. I will avoid talking about it too much, but this is the first time I've brought it up publicly and have received feedback of other people being dismayed for similar reasons. I will not keep it a private issue anymore, sorry. But I also will not intentionally drag the reputation of your company. I will only be speaking on my experiences with it. I do think it is odd that Vgen told them to not talk about an active support ticket. Okay, from the platform's perspective, right? If a support ticket was just created and then somebody immediately goes on Twitter to bitch about it, okay, that's probably kind of frustrating because they weren't given adequate time to resolve it. But this seems like an issue that has been ongoing with Mare for a really long time, of months and months of them not receiving money. So I do think from Mare's perspective at this point in time, I don't know when the ticket was created, you know, but there has been contact about trying to fix this issue for a while now. I have no idea when Mare created a ticket with Vgen specifically. The only thing I know is they submitted a complaint to Stripe on June 6th. So I don't know if Vgen had a ticket with them earlier. I don't know when these emails are, 21 hours ago. So this is like June 22nd. Oh wait, no, never mind. They were communicating with Stripe on March 25th, 2024. So yeah, I just don't know when they submitted a ticket with Vgen. For this one, for Vgen reaching out about it, I'm just saying I can understand from the platform perspective if the ticket was created and the person went on Twitter like literally 5 minutes later. That's probably not a fair turnover time. But if there was adequate time for the ticket to like sit there and have them figure things out, then you can't get mad at people for going on Twitter and talking about it because it's been a minute. Guys, Vgen responded. This is too funny. Vgen said, please note this is a Stripe issue. Your payout account was restricted briefly due to your lack of communication with clients. We do not have control over your banking and payout information. Please also note that the majority of your commissions were paid through PayPal, so it's quite misleading to say you were working for free. So Bunny Court says, I'm glad you guys commented on this directly. So payment for commissions via Stripe are being held back due to lack of communication with clients, which I'm guessing clients filed tickets or complained with their commissions, trying to understand the full story. And Vgen put out a long statement. This has all been quite an unfortunate misunderstanding, which we've had hoped to sort out privately. However, since she had publicly shared our DM and more details on her end, here is a summary without revealing any additional details. Mare has been trying to get Stripe to release her funds to her bank account, which is a Stripe issue and we have no control over. Being frustrated by Stripe support's inability to clear up the issue, she stopped communicating with some of her clients. Those clients complained to us, which is why we put restrictions on her account, which is standard for us to do in order to ensure ghosted clients are able to receive funds. However, Stripe support, seeing that there were restrictions on her account, said that was the problem why she couldn't receive funds, which is partially true for this time. Yesterday, we worked with her to refund all clients who hadn't received their promised work, and with that, we've lifted the restrictions on her account. Now we're working with her to once again try to get Stripe to release her funds properly, which again, we don't have control over. Here is the follow-up Vgen added. To be clear, the first time we learned about Mare's payout issues was 2 weeks ago. The clients who reported them for ghosting was not telling us she sent them to us. They said they hadn't been able to reach her. We have been working with Stripe to figure out what's going on, but it currently seems like a Stripe issue. If we were able to access the funds at all, we would be happy to pay out the funds through Stripe or any other way to Mare. However, we cannot touch funds in an artist's wallet other than to restrict payouts and refund clients when necessary. For example, ghosting, no delivery, etc. Unfortunately, we do not have access to neither Mare's funds nor banking information. Please direct your frustration to Stripe. We are already doing everything we can to help. So that is messy. There's no way I would have any insight as to this, right? I don't know how it worked on the artist perspective, I don't know how it's looking on Vgen's side either. But I can say I have used Stripe many, many times for many different forms of payouts, this, that, and the third. And I could tell you, Stripe is a bitch. Point blank and simple. At least with my experience using it, getting my account verified with Stripe sometimes is a big pain in the butt. And I've had issues with Stripe in the past too, where it didn't somehow, some way register my bank account correctly. So then I had to use actually a second bank account that I have. And I think Mari's perspective thinking, oh, Vgen as a company can just press a button and release my money is not true. It sounds like Mari's money is not held with Vgen. The money is held with Stripe. So if Stripe isn't releasing the money, then Mari can't get the money. Vgen themselves aren't a bank that's holding the money, if that makes sense. So there's no like press one button and get money icon that you can push because it doesn't exist. Restricting payouts would be possible, right? Because they don't actually touch the money if they restrict it. Releasing money is something where Vgen would have to have a hand in the money passing through. And it sounds like they, as a platform, don't have a hand in that process. How do you buggy is a nice word for it. I'm American. I had to fight with them because they were holding 2 months of paychecks from me from my part-time security job, and nothing has changed from back when it happened. So do I think this is a issue with Mari? Absolutely not. Do I think this is an issue with Vgen? I don't think so either. I think this is a Stripe issue with Stripe not paying out properly because they're just being a pain in the butt when it comes to account verification for some reason. And after Vgen left a bunch of replies, Mari is responding. That is totally fair. I assume some of those clients are from me not communicating properly, intending for them to be refunded instead. I also back up the last statement. I have so much hate for Stripe at the moment and still believe Vgen can be a good platform for a lot of people. However, Vgen does indeed have my bank information sent to their email for interactions with Stripe. I have been dealing with the situation and asking for help for so long. At this point, I don't really care who solves it, Stripe or Vgen. I just don't care. But I believe Vgen being pulled into this is the only hope there is to get it solved, even if it isn't 100% on them. I want to emphasize that I will cover the refunds even if the original funds stay inside Vgen's wallet. I don't want this to come off like I'm super siding with Vgen. The term stay inside Vgen's wallet, I do think is not true because the money is not with Vgen. The money is with Stripe. I do think that's not really a fair statement. Mari says, I would prefer to pay the end of the situation than continue making works under these circumstances. I also did have contact with Vgen before 2 weeks ago, but was directed towards Stripe support, though this wasn't through email, so honestly, I should have pushed further with them. But again, Mari was probably redirected to Stripe because at the end of the day, this payment issue is with Stripe. But I understand Mari's frustrations. They just want to get their money. They don't care who gives it to them. They just want their money, which is completely valid. They're doing work for 6 months without receiving pay. Also, this thing too, Vgen does indeed have my bank information sent to their email for interactions with Stripe. As far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, right? A company can't just take your bank account and then like dump money into it. There's a lot more logistics that has to go into it. Even firstly, let's look at from the tax perspective. For a tax perspective, they can't just dump money into your account willy-nilly because they feel like it, right? There needs to be like legal paperwork to follow along with it to indicate, hey, this money going to your account is for like a legitimate reason that can't be written off. So it's not tax fraud, this, that, and the third. I'm not trying to like shade Maru in any way. I've just had to invoice a lot of companies because I myself do freelancing for companies, and I also have been employed by companies as contractors for content creation. It's not as simple as just, oh, they have my bank info so they can dump money into it. That's not really how it works, unfortunately. As nice as it would be to do that, you would have to be on their payroll or something for that to be able to legally happen. As far as I know, I'm not a lawyer. I could be wrong. That's my understanding of this. I do, again, completely understand their frustrations. If there was a way for Vgen to like release the money on their end, I really hope they would. I have to say, I feel like on Vgen's end, they don't have the ability to do that. That's at least my guess, because they aren't a pseudo bank, if that makes sense, where they're holding money. You know, Starbucks is a bank, right? The loosest definition of a bank is just like an entity that holds money to redistribute. And with Starbucks, with their mobile app, you can fill up your mobile Starbucks app with cash that sits in that account, and then you can use that Starbucks cash to then order drinks and stuff like that. So Starbucks will literally hold your money and act as a bank, essentially. If they function as a bank, they would have the ability to then release your money. But I don't think Vgen functions that way. It doesn't sound like Vgen is functioning as a middleman bank where commissioners will pay for something, then the money goes to Vgen and Vgen holds it and then releases it whenever they want. It sounds like the money is either going to Stripe or PayPal, which are acting as like the third-party bank that's holding the money that will then release it later. But it doesn't sound like Vgen is actually holding any money. Hello, it is Editing Cat here. I was originally going to stop the video right there, but a lot more stuff came out about this drama. Also, please excuse my face. It is literally 1:15 a.m. in the morning right now, and I need to cover this extra stuff. I literally went on Twitter just to try to grab a screenshot of Mare's profile photo to use for the thumbnail because I was done editing the video and I found a lot more stuff. So we have a tweet from UshivT stating, "Hello, I'm sorry about the reimbursements. I did not receive it. So what do I do? I've been trying for 1 month to solve the problem. Can you refund the commission I'll never get? Yes or no?" This is in reference to a commission they took from Maru or Mare. I think I just called them Mare the entire time in the video. Ushi stated, "To explain, I asked for a full refund because my order had not been started. In other words, I can request a full refund for my order. I would have waited until it calmed down because Mare was swamped, so in itself, he didn't mind getting the refund coming back later to pay more. Mare agrees to the refund the day I was going to get the refund. It was cancelled. And since then, I've been unable to contact Mare because she's blocked me from everywhere to get my refund. So Mare, if you're gonna do refunds, I'm waiting for mine. I've been contacting Vgen for 1 month to find a solution because I don't have my order. I don't have my refund, and I'm left with nothing." Ushi is stating, "And unfortunately, I can't follow the conversation and understand what's going on because Mare has blocked me." Pepper has apologized for what happened to Ushi, and Ushi replied stating, "I reported the problem to Vgen and PayPal, but nothing changes. I've got plenty of screens if I have to show proof, and I think even if I do, I'll never get the money the artist owes me. All I want is my money back. I was very patient, but waited 3 months without getting one work in progress, so I decided to go on a full refund and I got nothing. And the commission was $150. So here is the full screenshot showing that they have commissioned Mare for a total price of 225 Australian dollars with $22 of sales tax for a total of $247 of Australian currency, Australian dollars, and that they're requesting a refund of 254 Australian dollars. And here is proof they've received nothing. This is a PayPal transaction stating that their refund has failed. And Pepper said, "Just popping in to let you know that Maru is processing refunds for former clients now that Vgen released a hold on her payments. If you don't receive your refund here in a few days, then I would recommend reaching out to Vgen or filing a PayPal chargeback." I just have to say, look, I don't know the circumstances of the blocking anything, but I think it's really weird that Maru, the commissioner, blocked somebody that commissioned her because I feel like that's a big red flag. There also was a reply from Rose Bunny VT stating, "Wait a moment, that's not what you told me on Vgen. I'm not trying to get into drama, but this popped onto my timeline and I wanted to speak up on it as you never communicated with me on Vgen about the problem on my other account when I commissioned you. I thankfully got my refund from PayPal, but you never communicated the problem or even gave updates on my commission whatsoever, resulting me on getting my money back at the end of May." So here's them DMing Mare in May 11th stating, "Is there any updates to my commission?" Mare said, "TLDR, sorry, I took on too many commissions as my first year opening comms. I'll have a work in progress sent soon." Then on the 12th, Rose asked if they could get a refund because they didn't get any communications on the status of their comms whatsoever, even though the estimated start time would be January. Oh, correcting info, they found the name. So Mare gave an update literally this morning stating, "Okay, so a slight update to the situation. Vgen fixed the original issue. They totally came through and investigated the account and were able to fix the issue. But they said they're still unable to access the funds from my end as Vgen has restricted it, which is fine and fixable though at least. I have finally been able to confirm some refunds have gone through. For anyone else, I will be contacting them directly to send their refunds." So here's a list of tasks and activities and successful refunds. And we have other people leaving comments. Hollow Mimikyu states, "Hope you don't ghost and block clients again through coffee. Wasn't a Vgen issue, it was a you issue TBH." This probably is a reference to Ushi. We also have Nyabendra stating, "It wasn't even Vgen's issue to begin with. You're just dumb AF that you couldn't even verify your crap on Stripe. Then you ghost your clients over it. Next time, maybe learn accountability." I do think what the second person said was pretty harsh. It doesn't need to be worded that way, but I really was siding with this artist. And if you did watch my Twitch VOD or was in my stream when I talked about it, I was really siding with Mare and being like, hey, like, you guys should still try to commission them, etc. And earlier in this YouTube video, I probably said, hey, it's like a 50-50. I don't think anybody's in the wrong here. After hearing all of these, I think Mare is kind of in the wrong here. Are they probably frustrated they didn't get money even though they did a bunch of commissions? Sure, of course, they're probably frustrated. But if you took a bunch of commissions and then didn't do the bunch of commissions and then Vgen placed a restriction on your account as per their policy for, hey, if you don't do a lot of commissions by a certain time, your account will get restricted. And then you also didn't properly verify your information with Stripe, which again, could be a you issue. It could be a Stripe issue, right? I'll give the benefit of the doubt there. I've had my issues with Stripe as well, but your account was restricted because you were not delivering on commissions when you were supposed to. With this being mainly a Stripe issue where you didn't verify your payments, you then went on Twitter and then dragged Vgen, the platform you were on, about this, which again, like I mentioned previously earlier in this video, Vgen is not a bank, so therefore they don't hold your money. As far as I know, they would have no way of giving you the money that is withheld because you didn't verify your information properly with a payment processor. So while I like to hope that Mare is sticking true to their word and refunding people when they said they would refund them, because they spent the entire first thread that I read to you stating that they were adamantly working to refund people and doing work for free, I just hope they learned their lesson from this. I also, again, do think it was odd that they kept emphasizing in the first thread, I'm working for free, I'm working for free, I work for 6 months for free. And again, maybe this is their sole source of income, so they have no other choice but to keep doing work. But I'm just saying, if it were me, bro, you would not catch me doing work for free if I was not getting paid on a platform, okay? So the fact that they kept taking comms for free, I just think is a little odd. Maybe it could be bad decision making. But when we tie everything together with the fact that they blocked somebody that was a client of theirs, and there's other people stating that they were requesting refunds for commissions that were never started, I definitely do think the blame being pointed at Vgen is incorrect here. I hope Mare can learn from this and get over this and go back to taking the commissions and making the money from their art. But I do think they probably need to learn a little bit better like time and project management.